Christmas, Kohdok reviewed for me 3 Skylanders. Skylanders is a new game by Activision that is designed to be a spin-off of the Spyro the Dragon series. So, for any of you guys that worried, they've been saying that it's a spin-off. Spyro and Cinder and some of the others, they are really only there for familiarity's sake. Anyway, Skylanders has managed to shake up the place by featuring toys integrated into the game design. Now, the idea is that these toys are warriors in another dimension and toys in ours. Now, the thing is, I'm not mad about that at all, even though we've seen it a lot recently, because this toy can walk the walk. These characters can be put onto something called a portal of power and used in the video game. Now, I don't actually own the video game, I just own a few of the figures, but if I ever do get my hands on the game, like after Christmas, then I'll probably go over it in more detail. But all I can say is it looks awesome. Supposedly, you can put these toys on the portal of power and play as them in the game. You can apparently also swap out with real-time Skylanders conversion in order to continue the puzzles, and the different elements and the different characters that you can do help you solve the puzzles that way. The figures can also store the data within themselves. So that means you can take one of your figures, take it over to a friend's house who has the same game, and play it on their system no matter what they have. So that is a really cool feature. The base contains a chip that contains all the information of the character, it tells the game what character it is, and is also able to store data on it like some kind of memory card. I remember there was actually a display at a toy store where you could take the boxed one and just set it down and see what it could do on the TV screen. It was so cool! As for the toys themselves, they're actually pretty nice. They're about $8 a piece, but they've got good molding, good design, good paint. They're definitely worth the money, even just by themselves. Another thing the Skylanders have is they also have these packs that allow you to unlock new areas to play in the game. I also think Skylanders is just asking for downloadable content. Like, if they want to release new figures or new areas, they could turn it into a downloadable content and maybe have a code that comes with the new figure or the new section of game in order to do it. Now, a really cool thing about these toys is you actually don't have to own the video game to play with them. There is an online Skylanders game that you can go to in order to go and play around in the figures. They give you your own little Skyland where you can run around and break boxes and eat plants, as well as play some mini games such as a little shoot 'em up or something based on the extremely popular Angry Birds. Each figure comes with a little code card. You go to the character, you click unlock, and then you type in the code to allow you to play as that character in the game. There's also a mainland where you can go and interact with other Skylanders characters, although it mostly centers around just making friends whose Skylands you can then visit. But that's really cool. Now, it was plagued with bugs at first. Like, for example, the instant I updated my Skyland for the first time, everything became frozen and I couldn't interact with anything. But I'm glad to hear that they've cleared the bug. Now, I wonder if Activision has taken this idea to any companies in Japan, because arcades that use, like, cards and coins and little figures and stuff are really popular over there. I'm sure a figure game that did the same thing and could store the user data on it would be a sensation over there. But that's Skylanders for you. If I manage to get enough money, I'll probably buy it after Christmas, in which case I'll be able to do a more proper review of how the video game actually works and how responsive it is. But until then, I think this is a wonderful idea. I think things like daycare centers could buy one copy of the game and encourage the parents to buy their kids a figure or two that they could use as their very own. You know, you could write your name on it somewhere or something like that. And if you have friends who own the game, you can go visit them with your own figures, kind of like you could with Pokemon, only this time you get to play it on the big screen without any kind of downloading. And it's an action co-op game rather than a turn-based game like in Pokemon. So I think this is actually a really great idea. The thing is, it costs about $70 for a starter set, but that starter set comes with the game, the portal, and 3 figures, which, like I said before, are $8 each. So it's really worth the extra price. It's actually a fairly good bargain, and there have been lots of sales on it to sell it at just kind of a normal price. So I'd say if you have the money or if you want to do it, take the plunge. It sounds cool. Now, one thing I'm still trying to figure out is whether I can take all these experience I've earned in the online games, and if I can transfer it to the character in the video game. I'm not going to figure that out until I get it. So, like I said, when that happens, I'll do a more thorough review. But until then, this is the incredible new Skylanders by Activision. Until next time, we will be going over another toy from Kohdok's 12 Toys of Christmas. Happy Holidays!